Want to know the secrets of high-yield tomato farming? Well, you've come to the right place. High-yield tomato farming is a sustainable way to maximize your crop output, not only increasing your profitability, but also making the most efficient use of your land. The concept behind high-yield farming is simple: grow more with less. It's all about optimizing your farming practices to get the most out of every single tomato plant. This can involve a multitude of factors, from choosing the right tomato variety and optimizing soil health, to implementing the best irrigation methods, and even knowing when to harvest for peak flavor and quality. In this video, we'll delve into the secrets behind successful high-yield tomato farming. We'll explore practical tips, proven methods, and the latest advancements in farming technology that can help you achieve the best possible yield from your tomato crop. Stay tuned to discover the secrets of high-yield tomato farming. And don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel, Farming Know-How, to keep updated on all our farming tips and tricks. Before diving into the secrets, you need to understand the basics of tomato farming. So, let's get down to business. Tomatoes, those vibrant, juicy delights, are more than just a staple in our kitchens. They're a product of careful cultivation and a keen understanding of their growth requirements. Take note, tomatoes are sun-loving plants. They need at least 6 to 8 hours of sunlight daily. So if you're planning on setting up your tomato farm, make sure you're choosing a location that's bathed in sunlight. Now, onto the soil. Tomatoes aren't too picky about the ground they grow in, but they do prefer a well-drained, fertile soil with a pH level of around 6 to 7. It's essential to have your soil tested to ensure it has the right balance of nutrients. Remember, a healthy soil makes for a healthy harvest. Speaking of which, did you know that there are over 10,000 varieties of tomatoes worldwide? Yes, you heard it right, 10,000. They come in a rainbow of colors, from the classic red to yellow, green, and even purple. Some popular types include the beefsteak, cherry, and Roma tomatoes. Each variety has its unique taste, size, and growth characteristics, and your choice should depend on your market demand and climatic conditions. One more thing, tomatoes are a warm season crop, which means they grow best in temperatures between 55 and 95 degrees Fahrenheit. So timing your planting season correctly is crucial to ensure your tomatoes don't get subjected to frost or extreme heat. If you're enjoying our farming know-how, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. We have a lot more useful tips and tricks up our sleeves. Now that you understand the basics, let's move on to the key steps for high-yield tomato farming. Stay tuned, because this is where we unveil the secrets to a bountiful harvest. Are you ready to transform your tomato farming? Here's the first part of our step-by-step guide. The journey to high-yield tomato farming begins with choosing the right variety of tomatoes. There are countless varieties out there, each with their unique characteristics. Some are perfect for making sauces, while others are better for salads or sandwiches. Your choice should depend on your personal preference, the local climate, and your target market. Research is key here, folks. Once you've decided on the variety, it's time to prepare the soil. Tomatoes thrive in well-drained, loamy soil with a pH level between 6 and 7. If your soil is too acidic or alkaline, you can amend it with lime or sulfur, respectively. But remember, moderation is key. Overdoing it can harm your plants. Compost and organic matter are your friends. They enrich the soil and provide essential nutrients for your tomatoes. Mix in compost a few weeks before you plant your seeds. This gives it time to break down and become a part of the soil structure. Next, we move on to planting the seeds. The best time to plant tomato seeds is 6 to 8 weeks before the last expected frost. Plant them 1/4 of an inch deep in small pots or seed trays. Keep them in a warm place with plenty of light. Once they sprout and grow their first set of true leaves, you can transplant them into larger pots. But before you transplant, be sure to harden off your plants. This means gradually introducing them to outdoor conditions over a period of a week or two. This helps prevent transplant shock and ensures your plants are ready to thrive outdoors. And there you have it, the first few steps to high-yield tomato farming. It may seem like a lot, but with a bit of patience and perseverance, you'll be on your way to a bountiful harvest. With these steps, you're well on your way to high-yield tomato farming, but there's more to learn, so keep watching. Let's continue with the next steps in our guide to high-yield tomato farming. After selecting the right variety and properly preparing the soil, it's time to focus on the ongoing care that your tomatoes will need. The first of these is watering. Tomatoes need a steady supply of water, especially during dry spells. But be careful not to overwater, as this can lead to root rot and other diseases. Ideally, water deeply but infrequently, soaking the soil to a depth of 6 to 8 inches. This encourages the roots to grow deep and strong. Next up is fertilizing. Tomatoes are heavy feeders and need lots of nutrients to grow and produce fruit. A slow-release organic fertilizer is a great choice. Apply it at planting time and again when the first fruits start to form. Now let's talk about pruning. This is the process of removing unnecessary leaves and stems to allow more light and air to reach the fruits. It also helps to direct the plant's energy towards fruit production rather than leaf growth. But remember, don't get too carried away with the pruning shears. Only remove the leaves below the first set of fruits and the suckers that grow in the crotch between the stem and a branch. Finally, we come to disease control. Tomatoes are susceptible to a variety of diseases, including blight and leaf spot. To keep these at bay, practice crop rotation and avoid watering the leaves. If you do see signs of disease, remove the affected leaves immediately and consider using an organic fungicide. And there you have it. The remaining steps to high-yield tomato farming. Remember, the key to success is consistency. You can't just plant your tomatoes and forget about them. They need regular care and attention. Keep an eye on them, water and fertilize regularly, prune when needed, and always be on the lookout for signs of disease. Follow these steps and you'll be on your way to a bumper harvest. But remember, consistency is key. Even with the best guide, mistakes can happen. So we'll share some common ones and how to avoid them. Let's start with overwatering. It's a common blunder, especially among novice growers, and it can lead to root rot and fungal diseases. The key is to water deeply, but less frequently. This encourages the roots to grow deeper into the soil, making your tomato plants more resistant to drought and disease. Next up is improper staking. Tomato plants need support as they grow. If you neglect this, your plants can become too heavy, causing the stems to break. So ensure you stake early in the plant's life and use sturdy materials to provide ample support. Another mistake is incorrect spacing. Tomato plants need room to grow and for air circulation to prevent diseases. If you plant them too close together, they will compete for sunlight, water, and nutrients, reducing your yield. So always remember, proper spacing is essential for a healthy crop. Planting at the wrong time is also a common mistake. Tomatoes need warmth to grow. If you plant too early when the soil is still cold, your seedlings may not survive or take longer to mature. Wait until the soil temperature consistently reaches at least 60 degrees Fahrenheit before planting. Lastly, let's talk about neglecting soil health. Tomatoes are heavy feeders, meaning they require rich, fertile soil. Neglecting to amend your soil with organic matter or compost can lead to nutrient deficiencies and poor yield. Regular soil testing can help ensure your soil has the right balance of nutrients for your tomato plants. Before we wrap up, remember that every mistake is a learning opportunity. Don't be disheartened if things don't go as planned. Take note of what went wrong, make necessary adjustments, and try again. With patience and persistence, you'll be on your way to a bountiful tomato harvest. Avoid these mistakes and you're one step closer to a successful harvest. Congratulations! You've learned the secrets of high-yield tomato farming. It's been quite a journey, hasn't it? We started from understanding the basics, where we delved into the importance of soil, sunlight, and water. Then we took you through a step-by-step guide, covering everything from choosing the right tomato variety to the significance of crop rotation. Remember, the key to high-yield tomato farming lies in meticulous planning and execution. It's about leveraging the best techniques and avoiding common mistakes, such as overwatering and neglecting pest control. With the right approach, you can ensure a bountiful harvest, season after season. But the learning doesn't stop here. Keep exploring, keep innovating, because that's what farming is all about. It's a journey of continuous learning and growth. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share farming know-how with your fellow farmers. Until next time, happy farming.